Alright, so this video is for Terry, who's been having trouble getting his hands to work in CrazyTalk Animator by creating his character inside of Flash using Puppet Producer. And the first time around, Terry, what you sent me this Flash file, and I mentioned to you that when I went in there, even though I can see that the property has been set up here, and actually it's actually the wrong property name on that to begin with, because it has to be configured as a hand. And then after you do that, you also have to go inside of that symbol. I usually do it by double clicking on it, and it'll take me inside of that symbol's timeline. And in here, I will have to create a series of additional hands that in turn, those are also symbols, and it also have to be configured so that CrazyTalk knows what exactly you're putting in there. Otherwise, it won't recognize it. So the first thing here that was wrong was the fact that it's misconfigured. You can tell by the fact that you click on it, it has the wrong name. Okay? This itself, it says left-hand pivot. This says left-hand nut. So that is correct. So I'm not sure how this became misconfigured. But normally when you create a hand, one of the things I do is I like to put my little center line point exactly where the pivot point needs to be. That will save a lot of trouble later on. And let me put this little thing right there. Then I'll put it back in place. Most likely if this was duplicated, then this other hand probably became misaligned. See, this one is also set up as relaxed for some reason, and that's not supposed to be the case. So let's put this back in place. And I'm going to delete this these pivot points here, just so we can start from scratch. Okay, so we have a blank symbol with the graphics inside of it, and basically that's been duplicated over to the other side, so we're dealing with the same thing. Let's make sure we get rid of this name here so we have it, we know that it's blank. Now we're going to launch Puppet Producer, and of course with Puppet Producer it's a simple matter of just selecting the appropriate hand. So in this case it's the left hand for the front view. Boom, it automatically. Now, Puppet Producer will automatically put the initial pivot point exactly where you put that little center point. So when I'm adjusted that center point, I'm basically making it so that Puppet Producer automatically puts that right there. If it's not there, then you might you might have to manually adjust that pivot point so that it's at the proper location. I am going to move this one a little bit over here so that it's at a straight line. And I'm going to configure this one. Now this alone is not enough to get your hands to work, because even though the hands themselves are configured, you can see here that Puppet Producer has configured your hand to be left hand for the zero pose and right hand for the zero pose. Everything else is perfectly fine. But at this time, CrazyTalk's still not going to know what the heck you're trying to do. Okay? You just got the initial layer set up. Let's go inside of this symbol and see how, notice how this is like broken up. There's nothing here. It's not a symbol yet. So if we were to convert this into a symbol, commands, let's see, modify, convert to symbol. We're going to call this, let's see here, where's my properties panel? Did it give it to me? It's somewhere in one of my windows, but I can't see it, so I'm just going to hit enter. So I created this symbol here. Now with this symbol selected, I can actually go into the hands button, where you can see that I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hands. Okay, this is going to be my first hand. That's my relaxed hand. I'm going to click on that. Boom. So now when I select it, you can see that it says relaxed on there. All right. So if I click outside of this, I'm going to double click. This one says left hand 0. If I go inside, it has one sprite that's called relaxed. Now to get the full set of hands, you have to create 11 of them. Okay, so let's see here. I'm gonna just basically, I'm gonna create a bunch of empty frames just so I can have 11 of them. I'm gonna enable this onion skin so I can see what was previously there. I know that my second hand is my victory hand, and I'm just gonna basically draw some rudimentary stuff. I'm not trying to go for the best look at all, so I'm just I'm just going for speed and demonstration purposes. So I'm assuming it's gonna be something like this. Okay, and I'm going to grab your colors. I'm just going to grab your base colors here and use that to fill my painting. Oops. I'm not even going to bother with that yellow thing, but you get the idea of what I'm trying to do here. And then I'm going to go here to my number 3 frame, and that one requires the number 7, okay? The number 7 gesture. So we're going to go ahead and draw that. That's probably too thick. Alright, we're going to fill it in. And now we can basically, let's see here. So we have that, we have our peace sign, our victory hand. We select it and we tell it, okay, convert that to my victory hand. Boom. So that one is a symbol and it's victory. We'll go to the next one. This is my 7. I'm going to click on 7. Boom. We go to frame 4. We draw whatever needs to be on frame 4. In this case, it's going to be the OK one. Alright, so we're going to draw OK. And I'm just kind of drawing fast just for demonstration purposes, so don't hold my artwork, don't criticize it too much, because I'm not really trying to make it pretty. I'm just trying to, you know, perform a demonstration here. Alright, so that's the OK symbol. We select that and we convert it to the OK. Boom. So now there's 4 hands. You got to keep going until you have all 11. So let's suppose, I'm going to go back here. I'm going to erase all of this. I'm not going to erase it. I'm just going to leave that there for now. Let's see here. Edit multiple frames. I'm going to break this apart. Okay, this effectively is going to kill it. So I'll no longer have symbols. I just have shapes. Basically, I can go in here and draw whatever hands I need to draw, okay? I'm just going to put a bunch of stuff here. Boom, boom. Okay, so I don't have to configure these one at a time. So whatever I decide I want to put in here, I could just draw all of them as needed until I have all 11 hands. Okay, so once I have done all my 11 hands, if I'm doing it this way without converting them to symbols, without doing them one at a time, I don't actually have to go in there and go select one, click one, select the second one, click the second one, click the third one, click the third one. I don't have to do that. I could just create them all and press this automatically configure button. What all that does is it does it for you automatically. It goes to the first one, second one, third one, all the way to the 11th one, and it just boom, does it instantly. So I'm going to click that button. So now if we verify, we'll go to the first frame. You can see that the first frame has been set up as relaxed. The second frame has been set up as victory. The third frame has been set up as the 7. Fourth is okay. Let's skip over here to number 8. Click on that. Number 8 has been set up as reach. Frame number 10 has been set up as pick. And frame number 11 has been set up as a thumbs up. So that's already configured. And notice how these symbols are inside. I double click to go outside, inside of the symbol that's set up as the left hand. And because we're duplicating it, this is the right hand, so any changes that we made, it's the same symbol, are actually already set up here. So we just saved ourselves some additional time. Now if I were to actually export this, to CrazyTalk, let's see here. I'm willing to bet it's going to work. I mean, you might have other issues like with the face and the eyebrows and the eyes, which work very similar. You have to nest these symbols inside of themselves, but that's a different topic. But it's exactly the same procedure pretty much. So let's go ahead and pull up CrazyTalk here. It's probably going to load up in my second monitor. Oh, no, there it goes. All right, we're going to just bring in a generic actor. And with the generic actor selected, we're going to go into Character Composer, import SWF, bring this new SWF in, and let's just see what happens. Boom, hands are there. Let's see here. All right, so now let's double click on this hand. Look at all the sprites. The default one, the relaxed one, all these other ones. So all the hands were brought in. So there's no reason why they shouldn't work. You're just not setting them up properly within the nested structure that it needs. Let's see here. Let's go back to the latest one that you sent me. You sent me this file here where you said you added the sprites and it still doesn't work. So let's take a look at what we've done here. I do see that you've added 11 sprites. Okay, now based on what I just showed you, you should be able to see what it is that you did wrong. So we can see the first frame. For one, the first frame is configured to be the relaxed hand. The second one, victory. The third one, 7. All right. So you've set up a bunch of hands, you've configured them to be the actual hands, but if we go into the real hand, the one that's supposed to be the hand, double click inside of it, there's no hands in there. So it doesn't matter that you have all these hands out here. That's not where they need to be. They need to be inside of this layer across 11 frames. They have to be named properly based on these names, and the main one needs to be called, at the very least, it needs to be called, I believe, left hand something, 0. So take a look at that, see if you can recreate it, get it to work. If you have any other questions, feel free to let me know. All right.